Hello and welcome again to Blue Garden Cottage. Lovely to have you along with us. Welcome as well to a new subscriber and to those viewers who've not been with us before. If you don't know who I am, I'm Cindy and this is our suburban permaculture homestead. I'll pretty soon do an intro video for the channel for those who are visiting the channel for the first time. But for now, I am just updating you. This is our first full week of January 21 and I've actually achieved something. But first, all right, just a tiny little observation, if not rant of a kind. I actually found in our local hardware, the Wilco's one, these onion sets and the garlic. All the shelves had the labels on that they could not be sold at the moment because of the COVID government guidelines about not selling anything that's non-essential. And I thought, how on earth is gardening and growing vegetables and food a non-essential? You know, that is something that's been bugging me. There's quite a few things about the guidelines of supermarkets not selling, or any shop that's allowed to be open during lockdown, not selling anything that's not essential. Even baby clothes is classed as non-essential. But you can go and drink booze. You can buy booze. Get peed up, but you can't buy baby clothes and gardening stuff, and quite a few other essentials that they don't class as essentials. Okay, rant over. Ta-da! Height has been restored to the garden. I have put in some arches. Hang on, me go somewhere else so you can see this a bit better from the other end of the path. Okay. There we go, the bamboo arches. Just because we don't have any money to build a permanent one that we want to out of metal just yet, we've used the bamboo we've got in the garden because of course we can't buy any at the moment. So I've used what we have plus string, and of course it was so cold this morning that tying the string was just impossible on the hands. So I resorted to using cable ties, and I hate them because of them being plastic. But it was just the quickest and most sturdy thing I could do under the circumstances in the cold. So, at least we have two beds with both sides with arch walls, and then the end one just with a one. And that should be sturdy enough now to withstand the weather. I will pretty it up as we go along through the season. But that is great. That first full week of January, and 2 jobs are already done off the checklist, which if you remember was quite a long one. I still have to cap off the edges of the beds there, the metal, to make it safe. And we still have to build a wood store behind the sheds and a proper fruit cage. We're going to get rid of that metal frame and build a proper taller frame on top of the fruit cage, so to speak, the keyhole one. We also have to put the double glazed windows in my paint studio. We also have to repaint the sheds and sort out the roof on the shed because that is leaking. So we have to sort that out. We also have to put some insulation in there. We have to get electric in both sheds and light. So that's back garden job still to be done, let alone all the planting. And I want to build framing with window boxes along the fence there for the beans for this year. That's the back garden. Front garden, nothing much happened there yet. But next week, we'll be building the pergola. Other than that, in the garden, I've been busy indoors, cooking up some of the harvest of fruits from last year so that I could use some up in the freezer and clear some space and get ready to defrost it and get it ready for later harvest in the year. So today I will be making some cordial from the fruits that we harvested last year, just to free up some space in the freezer. it feels great to finally be able to get work done. So there'll be a window box here as well, and I shall put some sweet peas there. And those frames on the arches, I'm still going to put some cattle grid wire to line them so that the butternut squash can climb over them. That's what's going there this year. Very exciting stuff. Oh, Norman. I showed you Norman when I first greeted you. He is suffering. I did water him while he was indoors, but the soil immediately on the root ball was not getting wet. All the soil around it when I potted him on was wet, but the root ball was not. So I don't know if he's going to survive. Don't know why that happened. I'm hoping it does survive. We'll soon see. It feels a bit softer than it was indoors, so I'm hoping that some water's getting into the roots at least. I hope he survives. Anyway, that's a quick update for this week. Next week I shall be busy sorting out more of the store cupboard. I've realized that I've actually been using more of it than usual, and this week I have to go and get a few bits more to refill the store cupboard that we've been using. So I have to replenish it as we use it, and I've not been that diligent in doing that, just as it stays full, and we use it and then replace it immediately so that it's always full. So that's what I'll be doing by the end of this week and into next week: a store cupboard and more garden. But you'll see the garden work as I let you know later. You'll have a front garden update next month, because there's quite a bit left to do. That is provided we can order wood from the timber merchants. There you are. I hope that your month has started off well, that it is already continuing well. My Kanban board is really helping to be able to tick off the jobs and get things done. So that is this. I'm getting used to using it now, and it actually is helping a lot in achieving goals. So I hope you find a system. I mean, loads of people use online Kanban boards and, what do you call it? All sorts of technological and digital ways of doing the same thing. But I like, as you know, I like writing. I like stationery. I like pens and paper and boards and all sorts of things like that. It really helps me and I enjoy it. So I hope that you find a way that you enjoy using to help you achieve your goals. And I'll leave you with that for now, and hope that you feel satisfied with your achievements, and I shall speak to you again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you feel like doing that. Be nice to have you do that. Do comment if you like. I love hearing from you all. And I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.